Hey everyone, I'm Nathan Newbrough. I'm the CEO of the Colorado Springs Philharmonic, and this is a brand new thing for us. This is absolutely out of the ordinary, but these are not ordinary times. And I am joined by our general manager, Lynn Holladay. Say hello, Lynn.
Hi, everybody.
Hey everyone. I'm Nathan Newbrough. I'm the CEO of the Colorado Springs Philharmonic. And I'm having technical problems. Okay, technical problems gone. And we're also joined by Catherine Creppon, our Vice President of Advancement.
Hello.
So Catherine, where are you? You're at your home office.
I am. I'm in my home office / craft room. So I have stuff spread out everywhere all the time anyway, but I've added work into here. So it's been really fun.
What crafts do you have set aside right now?
Here I have a Cricut, so I can cut paper and things like that. I have on the other side of this computer, I have a sewing machine, and I haven't touched it in probably 2 years, but it's there.
And Lynn, you're in your tiny house.
I'm in my dining room. We don't have that much space, but I took over the whole dining room. We actually took some chairs out of this room just so that there would be more, it would feel more spacious. But yeah, we turn the dining room table a little to the side, and so I get a window on one side and the kitchen is in front of me, so I'm always looking at the snacks.
All the comforts of the office at home.
Exactly.
And I'm in my sort of home office, and my bedroom is right there. So so we're all cozy here. The Newbrough family is cooped up just like everybody else right now, including our music director all across the pond. They're doing the same thing in Germany. So so we're all in this together, right? We're all in this together right now, and we're trying to make the most of it. So this is going live to YouTube. This is our first time doing this, but what we know is you can, down below in the comment section, you can ask questions, and Catherine is going to be fielding any questions or collecting those, and she'll holler those out later on while we're chatting. But you can ask questions there, and we'll do our best to respond to those. But today we wanted to let you know about current status of the Philharmonic. Well, we've got some cancellations, as many people do. Practically everyone is experiencing cancellations, and that means we want you to know what you can expect from us, our audience. We also, more importantly, we want you to know what we're doing to support our musicians during this time. The musicians of the orchestra are the beating heart of what we do. They're the reason for what we do, and we want you to know that we're supporting them as best we can right now. But we have three main promises that we want everyone to know about. One is to our audience, to our ticket holders. The promise is that you will get the full value of every ticket purchased. And that means that you can exchange that ticket or you can donate it. And we'll say a little bit more about what that means in a little bit. Also to the musicians, we want you to know that we've guaranteed the contracted musicians of the orchestra that they will receive their base pay for the rest of the season, whether concerts go on or not. And they're being wonderful about it. We really appreciate the musicians of the Philharmonic for standing with the organization and standing with the community right now, and understanding that nobody can plan for this kind of thing. So so our thanks and our hearts go out to them right now, because this is a difficult time for everyone. And third promise is to the community, and that promise is really simple, and that is that we'll be back. We will return. What we're experiencing right now is an intermission. And so we want everyone to know that this orchestra will go on, and we need the community support in order to keep that promise. So so that's where we are. But the first cancellation actually was a concert scheduled for last weekend, and that was Celtic Spirit, a pops concert with Eileen Ivers. And Lynn, you got to actually interface with Eileen some. Tell us about
Yeah, I did. They were they actually arrived they made it into town okay. All of that went very smoothly, and we were all set up and ready to go at the Pikes Peak Center for our first rehearsal with them, and when we decided to cancel. And so they were extremely gracious about it, fully understanding the reasons why we would need to cancel. And I have to say, a very delightful group of people to meet and to work with ahead of time before meeting, and then while they were here, I just asked them if they would consider making a video for us to just give our audience something to see, since they were already there, and they did. And so we wanted to make sure and share that video with you today. So Nathan, right. I think you have that.
Okay, yeah, we'll share that video.
Ready to go?
Yeah, I think so. We'll try it. Here we go.
The chairs are empty, the audience seats are empty, the shows have been canceled for the safety of all. The challenges we face with the coronavirus brought the safety of all into the spotlight. Of course, we are disappointed to not play for you with this wonderful orchestra. We're also disappointed for the ticket holders, the orchestra members, and the good folks who manage the orchestra and work hard to celebrate the music throughout the year. Thank you all for understanding that safety for our society is first and foremost. Until next we meet, stay safe and healthy.
And there we see the Pikes Peak Center completely empty. So thank you to Eileen Ivers. What a terrific video that she put together. And it's kind of eerie to see the Pikes Peak Center so empty, isn't it?
I really love the way she ended it with the Pikes Peak Center seats empty and the musician chairs empty. I think it's a really poignant statement.
Right. And we're not used to seeing them that way.
Right.
So,
big thanks to them and their team.
Yeah, they're wonderful. They're wonderful. And the next thing I wanted to touch on for ticket holders, a little more detail. Catherine, can you bring us into this? A little more detail about if I have a ticket that I couldn't use, what should I do? I have two options, right, Catherine?
You do. You have two options. Or actually 3 options. So the first option, even if you're a single ticket holder, we're extending this this very generous policy that we have where you can exchange your ticket. And what we're doing is we will give you a voucher for the same value of that ticket to use for a concert between now and December 31st. So we're happy to do that, and we're very excited to be able to offer that. The second thing is you can actually donate your ticket back. And what that means is we will send you a tax-deductible receipt that you can use on your taxes. And then the other thing is you can just do nothing, and that's basically a signal that you're just donating your ticket back in a way, but you're not getting the tax receipt for it. So there's just 3 options that you could do there, and we've had some overwhelming support with what's happening, and so we just really appreciate everybody, and we hope that we can continue to offer these 3 options.
Yeah, and so at the end of this video, I guess after we're done, we'll put the links to donating your ticket and exchanging your ticket below, but it sounds like actually doing nothing is an option. Doing nothing is an option. Okay. Yeah. Always. Always. Right. And some of us are doing more nothing now than other times. So the next cancellation is really a gut punch for some of us. Music nerds like me are very upset by this, but cancellation of the Shostakovich 7th Symphony that was coming up for next weekend, the weekend of the 27th. This is really disappointing. For many of us have been looking forward to this performance for a really long time. For musicians, I've heard them say this is a bucket list piece. I've always wanted to play it. I've never had the opportunity. Now was my chance. And darn it, we just can't go on. And so it's really frustrating. it's a powerful piece, and I've been sort of a student of this piece for a little while, ever since we first decided to put it on the season. What people may not understand is it was actually composed during the siege of Leningrad in the early 1940s, and it was a time when the people of the city were caught basically between Hitler and Stalin. And the siege caused mass starvation, deaths of most of the population, but despite this violence and starvation, the community continued on. And in fact, I'm going to recommend a book, because some of you have time on your hands, and this is one. You can get it from the library or you can order it, and I recommend it. It's Leningrad, Siege and Symphony by Brian Moynihan. And it's a pretty good read. It'll take you a few days. If you're like me, it'll take you a little longer than a few days. But it is a great, great piece that goes through the entire siege, and prior to the siege, and then all the way through, telling you the story of how this piece was composed, at the same time and goes through all of the politics and all of the military maneuvers that were going on at the same time. It's very powerful. But to think that through all this death and starvation, all of the terrible, terrible times that the city was going through, somehow they kept their culture. Somehow they kept their symphony orchestra alive. And so these people were freezing on stage because there was no heat. But still, they were coming with their instruments because they believed this had to be done. This piece had to be performed. And so it's a dramatic story unto itself, and the music is beyond amazing. So what we're doing is, I think what we want you to know is that this seems like a poignant time for this music anyway. The idea of a community, a city coming together in the most uncertain times seems a little bit relevant right now. Yes, it seems relevant. And so what we're doing is we're going to do our best to have you hear this piece as it was meant to be played anyway. But that means through recordings. And so what we're going to do around a week from now is to host an online virtual listening party. And we'll have our music director, Joseph Caballé-Domenic, and Andrea Van Noort, who's a professor and lecturer at the U.S. Air Force Academy and an expert on this time period. They'll be joining me in this sort of forum, and we'll explore this time period. We'll explore this piece, and then it recommends some listening that you can do on your own. So I think you should join us for that. It'll be illustrative, and their explanations will be much better than mine, I'll tell you. So join us for that. But as I mentioned earlier, we're really thinking about the musicians right now, and because this is a time when there's very little live music, if any, and so that's what our musicians do. That's their livelihood, but it's also their life. It's also their passion, and so we want to stand with them, and we will be back and you will see them on stage once again. But we're also thinking about our terrific audience. So to fight the boredom, we're partnering with our musicians who have been wonderful, and also KCME, the radio station that we love. KCME, our great partners, have offered us something special. Lynn, would you talk about KCME's arrangement?
Sure. We're planning to do some broadcasts. So we'll do 7 for now, at first, 7 weeks in a row, every Sunday at 1 o'clock. We'll broadcast archival recordings from the 16-17 concert season, which was our 90th anniversary season. And the concerts that year were just exceptional, with a commissioned project at the beginning of each concert, and just beautiful pieces of music. And so we think you're really going to love it. So join us Sundays. KCME, you can listen to KCME on 88.7 on your radio, or they also have a live streaming option online where you can go to their website and stream live. So it's no matter where you are, you can hear the Colorado Springs Philharmonic for the next 7 Sundays at least, that 16-17 concert season, our 90th.
And that happens at 1 p.m. on those Sundays.
1
yes?
p.m. on Sundays.
Starting this Sunday?
Starting with the Sunday that would have been Leningrad Sunday. So not this coming Sunday, but the next one.
Okay, next Sunday. Yeah, very good. Thank you. Thank you, Lynn. We will be posting, not just yet, but soon we'll be posting videos with our musicians, offering their own words and highlights from recent years. And all of this, these broadcasts on KCME, these videos, this is opportunity to hear our orchestra at its very, very best. And never happens, really. Many of you in our audience have come to me in the lobby, come to Catherine or Lynn and asked, are you recording this? Can I buy this recording? And the answer is no. We generally don't do that. And so to be able to hear a rebroadcast of an entire concert from the past is a really rare opportunity. And so we think that's special. And we'll be offering up some of the greatest bits of performances from perhaps even before the 16-17 season on Facebook. We're also going to be linking you to a worldwide playlist. I mean, we know that some of the great orchestras and opera companies throughout the world, the Metropolitan Opera has opened up their video streams to the world for free every night, and that's really exciting. The Berlin Philharmonic has done likewise. Lots of other opera companies and symphony orchestras in major cities around the world have opened up their vast library of audio recordings and especially video recordings. These are things you cannot get free access to under normal circumstances, but this is not normal. So they're saying, now's the time. Come see what we have to offer. Even the Detroit Symphony has a wonderful video collection, and we're going to make sure those links are all available to you on our website and through Facebook. We'll make sure that you have easy access to find those great live streams and broadcasts of previous video content. So that'll be very exciting. But the key is watch the Philharmonic's Facebook feed for all of this information, right, Catherine?
Right. So Facebook will be the hub for everything. That's where we'll post announcements about what's coming up on YouTube. We'll even get to a point to where we're doing some live things on Facebook as well. And that's where you'll just find all kinds of information. We're also going to just have some things that you can engage your family with on your own. And so be on the lookout for those in the coming weeks. So it's a lot of fun.
Right. So Catherine, do we have any questions?
We do. We have a couple. One is because we're at happy hour. So
we're at happy hour.
They saw you drinking something. It looks perhaps like an oatmeal stout or perhaps a black lager. So they want to know what Lynn and I are drinking. So I'm having a glass of wine. Hello.
Yes, this is a delicious Colorado beer. This is a Breckenridge beer. It's actually the winter ale, but it's now springtime. So it's time to clean out the winter ale from the fridge. So it's, yes, that's how desperate it's gotten around here. Lynn, what are you having?
I'm drinking a smoothie.
And Lynn's got a special reason.
It's got, it's like a tropical fruit and oat milk because they were out of almond milk at the grocery store. And I'm not drinking alcohol until after the baby's born. So.
Yay!
Yay!
We're really excited for Lynn and her whole family. And so, yeah, Lynn, you're an example to us all.
Thanks, guys. I have to tell you, if I had known we were all going to be in quarantine, this may not have been the year.
Oh. Can't plan everything, Lynn.
Yeah.
Catherine, what are you having there?
I'm having a glass of red wine.
Ah, very good.
Yep.
Solid choice.
Yes, always, yeah. Right? Yeah.
Any other questions?
We don't have any other questions, but we do have a comment. Someone is a viewer is crossing their fingers that War Requiem still happens. So Nathan, tell us about the status of our upcoming concerts.
So the status of the upcoming concert, War Requiem, I am right there with you. I joined the chorale this year just to sing the War Requiem. which perhaps tells you that the chorale is hard up for members or something. But it's been great having those rehearsals so far. Right now, those rehearsals have stopped. And it's an immensely hard piece of music. I will not kid you. So the answer is we don't know. The bigger question is what else will be canceled. Right now, we know we're canceled all the way through April 25th. And that's because the venues have closed. And we're using that as a good yardstick. If the venue is closed, then that means we're off. We are, of course, paying attention to Governor Polis and his recommendations and his orders for public gatherings. That's a great tool, and we appreciate that he's been proactive about these things. We're also paying attention to the El Paso County Department of Public Health and all of the other organizations that we're all hearing from, CDC, WHO, everything else. But the answer is we don't know what else may be canceled because we're taking it day by day. But we know that we're canceled through April 25th right now.
We also have Byron Hitchcock is drinking a Corona Premium. So cheers.
Byron. Cheers to Byron.
Cheers, Byron.
Byron.
Yep.
Byron is our associate concertmaster and a terrific violinist in the orchestra, and we love him and we love Tori. They are a great pair. So Byron, we love you, dude. And you're drinking a Corona, so great. Good for you.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. Another question is, what can we look forward to for the 2020-21 concert season? So what can people use their voucher for?
Yeah,
Oh my word.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh my word.
yeah, I'll point out a couple concerts that are upcoming. We're doing Raiders of the Lost Ark. We're going to be performing the score live while the film plays above the orchestra. That's going to be such a fun concert weekend, and that's in the fall, so it's available for exchange. The Nutcracker is available for exchange, so that's another great opportunity. If you've got a few tickets, bring the whole family. If you've got a few vouchers to exchange, why not use them all for a concert for a Nutcracker concert weekend and go enjoy the Nutcracker. Elton John.
Yeah.
The music of Elton John, we're doing that one too.
Opening weekend, the Organ Symphony.
Oh yeah.
Opening weekend.
Opening concert weekend, yeah. Organ Symphony and
great concert.
Come and play with us. And there's so many good concerts in the fall, and all of next season really is beautifully laid out. And I know Catherine will make sure there's a link on our YouTube so you can check out what's available for yourself. But
we're doing the Beethoven Festival at the end of the season next year. All 9 Beethoven symphonies in 5 nights in a row. Amazing. The Ring, an orchestral adventure. So you get the entire Ring cycle, which is 21 hours of music. I'm not sure. The entire Ring cycle in about an hour?
Yeah,
it's about an hour of music. Amazing, and a huge achievement for the orchestra. So that'll be great. I mean, the list goes on, and we're also celebrating next year because it's our music director's 10th anniversary. Joseph Caballé Domenic, 10 years in Colorado Springs, with a bash. In a single evening, the gala performance, and then we're turning the entire building into a huge party. When the party goes throughout the building, but especially on stage. So all the audience is welcome to join us on stage with everything you'd expect at a huge anniversary party. So that's something not to be missed.
Fun year.
Yeah.
We could go on and on, Catherine.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. There's lots of we're getting lots of love actually in the comment section. So thank you all. We really appreciate the support. It feels like we're very much out of touch with everybody, but we've been working really hard all week to try to figure out the best way to start communicating with you, just because we miss everybody. So yeah, we miss you.
Yeah, we miss everybody.
Yep.
And really, I mean, sitting at home is not what we do.
No.
Right. It's not what we do.
No.
And so so this is a little hard for everybody, but to Byron and everybody else that's watching online, we appreciate it. And I also want to send greetings from Josep Caballero-Domenic, our music director. I talked to him earlier today. He's in Berlin with his family, safe and sound, and they're hunkered down just like we are, and they're disappointed too and missing our audience desperately. So greetings to them, and our love to all of you. We miss you, and we know that we'll see you again soon. Come back next week for this listening party with our music director and Professor Andrea Van Noort talking about the Shostakovich 7th Symphony, Leningrad. Okay. Anything else, my friends?
That was it.
I can't
Thank you.
we couldn't do this without people like Lynn and Catherine. So bravo to you both. Thank you. And we're going to sign off now.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Bye-bye.